Hello there.
Corner. I mean, in the crease of your eye. Okay. Hi, huns. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello, welcome. I heard 2026 is going to be the season of colorful makeup, okay? Yes, the makeup community has risen up finally. 2026 is going to be colorful, creative, out of their type of makeup. So I'm so excited because I've always loved colorful makeup. Still do my browns, still love them. But just know most of the time I'm doing something that's creative, definitely colorful, definitely have some sparkle with it. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to slowly add color to your makeup looks. We're going to be starting with the eyes today because a lot of you guys liked your browns. I love my browns too, but I'm going to teach you how to do something with brown with a little pop of color. Grab your makeup bags, grab your brushes, get the mirror, sit down, class is in session. I had to lower you guys down so we can get up close and personal. I think the first thing we're going to do for the eyes, we're going to prep them. We need our eyeshadow to stick to something. So I'm going to grab concealer. Now, I know there's eyeshadow primers, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have one, but concealer will do. I'm going to be using the LA Colors Conceal It in the shade medium. I'm just going to put this on my lid. It doesn't have to have a lot, just enough to cover the lid. Grab my brush and just spread it all over the eyelid. This is gonna make sure our eyeshadow sticks, our glitter sticks, our color sticks, everything that we put on our eyes stick. So just take a brush, spread it around, and that is how we're going to prime our eyes. Into shadow, I'm going to take my Milani Unglided Most Loves palette. This is mainly a nude palette. I'm gonna take my fluffy brush and dip into Toast of the Town, which is like just a little bit of a brown shade, and I'm going to use that to put all over my lid, just to act as like some type of base or some type of dimension for our eye. Mostly into that crease area because that's where I'm probably gonna use it the most. Just taking it all over our lid. Using the same brush and the same palette, I'm going to dip into Cocoa Bean, which is this dark brown. Dipping it into it. It's going to be our outer corner and like a little bit into the crease shade. So we're going to take this outer corner and into our crease to create some dimension because we're going to put some color in the inner corner of our eye. So we need some type of dark color to contrast it, to make our color in the inner pop, okay? You're going to see the vision, just stick with me. Taking this on the outer corner and going into the crease, trying not to get it on the lid and inner portion of our eye. Also, if you can see this pimple, it's because you're staring too hard at it. Look away. Look away. Just taking this, blending into our crease. Softly blend because we don't want just a harsh line of brown. Taking it and putting it. Taking the same dark brown shade under the eye. Now this is optional. I know a lot of people don't like brown under or like any eyeshadow underneath the eye, but I do. So we're going to take this underneath the eye. Now I always have the hardest time with this because I have very watery eyes, so I gotta do it quickly. Because if I don't, I'm gonna start crying. Do you see that? It's watering already. Oh my god. Just taking this under the eye. Now that we have brown on the outer corner of our eyes, we're going to get into the color, the little bit of the fun stuff. We're going to do a cut crease, but with color. So, taking the same concealer that I used to prime my eyes, a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to take a flat concealer brush. This is the concealer brush. I'm going to dip into it, and then we're going to cut that crease. There is a hack. Now, I'm not really good at the hack, but I'm going to try to teach you guys what I saw, where you put the concealer in the crease of your eye. Okay, concealer, hello. In the crease of your eye, and then you look up. And then, like, that's where your crease is. You're going to have to look that up. I'm not really good at it. I just kind of make my own crease at this point. But just taking this in the inner corner of my eye and into the crease, just doing it like that. I'm going to take a brush just to pat it a little bit because if it's too wet, whatever powder you're going to put on it, it's going to disrupt it. It's going to move. So you kind of want to like set it, but just not with setting powder. Kind of like just pat it into it. So we can have this nice and even cut crease. There you go. Crease is cut, but we're not going to stop here. Time for the color. You can use any color. I think I'm going to match my shirt and do some type of blue. I'm obviously dipping into my favorite palette, the Painted Artistry Canvas palette. You can use any color you want. I'm going to use blue because it matches my shirt. So I'm going to dip into Fiji, which is this light blue color. It's fluffy brush, dipping into Fiji. And you know that cut crease? We're going to put it exactly there. So we're going to staple it on, not blend, not just staple it, because that's where you're going to get the most pigment. You're going to take it and staple it onto your lid, just like this. Oh, that's such a pretty color. Just stapling it on. Then you can move it around and blend it. But you want to first staple, then blend into the crease. You're going to keep doing that until you get the color you want. So if you don't want it as pigmented, you don't have to keep putting and packing it on. Now that our color is on the lid, we have to do a little bit of blending, or it's just going to look blue, brown. We don't want that. You're going to dip into the brown that you have on your lid right here, and you're just going to softly blend it into the blue to make it a seamless transition. You're going to put it here, and you're going to put it on the top of it as well, trying to blend it in. You don't want just this harsh blue and brown. You want a little bit of blending. So could end here. You could just stop here. Done. Put your lashes on or put your eyeliner on and call it a day. If you like to challenge yourself, stick around because we're going to add a little bit of glitter. When it comes to glitter, I think it makes every look a little tad bit better, you know, or if you don't like your look, when in doubt, glitter it out. Instead of using Firefly, I'm going to be using Pool Day because that matches the blue. I'm going to dip into Pool Day with a little fluffy brush. And I'm going to take this underneath the eye, right in the inner corner, right here. That is so pretty. And that just adds a little extra sparkle, a little extraness. Taking Pool Day one more time and going underneath the brow bone. Not a lot, just a little. I'm going to go off camera, finish this eye, put lashes on and maybe eyeliner, and then we'll come back. This is the final look. I love this look, minus my lashes, because this is the only good pair of lashes I really have. Definitely need to restock. But let me know down below if you like this look. Let me know if you did this look as well. It doesn't have to be this color, but it can be some type of color on your look. I'm excited to see. So make sure to tag my Instagram or TikTok if you did do this look in a different color or this look in general. I definitely want to learn how to give tutorials. I'm so good at doing makeup, but trying to instruct people how to do it is the challenge zone for me. So I'm definitely going to try to learn how to do that. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you want to see this look a little bit closely. And yeah, bye, huns!